Imagine just for a moment that the most powerful tool for a meaningful, fulfilled life isn't something you can buy, earn, or be given by others. It's already within you, waiting to be discovered and harnessed. This isn't just a thought experiment. It's a reality grounded in the wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided countless individuals through the ages toward living with purpose, resilience, and tranquility. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy developed by figures like Zeno of Citium, Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, teaches us that true happiness does not depend on external circumstances, but rather on our internal responses. At its core, Stoicism focuses on the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It empowers individuals to lead lives governed by reason and virtue, encouraging self-mastery over emotional turmoil and external disruptions. In the context of self-worth, Stoicism offers invaluable insights. Many of us, perhaps without realizing it, undervalue ourselves. We accept less than we deserve, minimize our achievements, or prioritize others' needs to the detriment of our own well-being. These patterns of behavior not only diminish our quality of life but also prevent us from realizing our full potential. Recognizing these signs is crucial because they are often subtle, pervasive, and deeply ingrained in our everyday actions and decisions. Why is it essential to acknowledge and address these signs? Because undervaluing oneself can lead to a life not fully lived, a life of compromises, unfulfilled aspirations, and diminished joy. Stoicism teaches us to reclaim our power by cultivating an inner citadel of self-respect and resilience, guiding us to value ourselves rightly and embrace the strength we possess within. As we explore the 13 signs of undervaluing oneself, Stoicism will serve as our guide. This philosophical approach will not only help us identify these signs, but also provide the strategies to overcome them. Each sign discussed will be accompanied by Stoic teachings that illuminate the path to greater self-appreciation and personal freedom. So, if you're ready to uncover these insights and begin the journey towards a more self-valued life, make sure you watch this video till the end. Let's embark on this transformative journey together, exploring each sign and learning how to apply Stoic wisdom to recognize and celebrate our inherent worth. Sign 1. Accepting less than you deserve. Accepting less than you deserve is a common trap that many fall into, often subconsciously. This sign manifests when individuals settle for less in their careers, relationships, or personal aspirations, not out of contentment but from fear, self-doubt, or a mistaken belief in their own inadequacy. Whether it's staying in an unfulfilling job, remaining in a one-sided relationship, or forgoing ambitions, the consequences of this can be a life filled with regrets and what-ifs. From a Stoic perspective, settling for less is anathema to true growth and self-realization. Stoicism teaches that our true worth and our essence are not swayed by external circumstances. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle highlights the Stoic belief that settling for less is a refusal to exercise our power to respond to life's challenges with virtue and integrity. Practical Stoic advice for recognizing and overcoming the tendency to accept less begins with self-reflection. Start by examining your current situations. Are they aligned with your values and true desires? Stoicism encourages us to evaluate our lives through the lens of virtue and to act with courage and wisdom. Consider what Epictetus suggests. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This powerful introspection can motivate change and foster a refusal to accept less than what aligns with your deepest values. Moreover, Stoics advocate for proactive living. It's essential to make conscious choices rather than passive acceptances. By setting clear, value-driven goals and pursuing them with tenacity, one can begin to align their external circumstances with their inner values. It involves not only recognizing when compromises are made, but also understanding that every decision to accept less is a missed opportunity to live fully and authentically. In overcoming this tendency, remember another of Epictetus's admonitions. If you want to improve, Be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Essentially, be willing to take risks and make changes even if they seem daunting or counter to societal expectations. This pursuit of a life fully lived, free from the chains of settling, is the Stoic path to personal fulfillment and happiness. Sign 2. Minimizing your achievements. Minimizing one's achievements is a subtle yet pervasive issue where individuals downplay their successes, often attributing them to luck or external factors rather than their own effort and skill. This can stem from a variety of psychological reasons, including a fear of appearing arrogant, imposter syndrome, or a deeply ingrained belief that their achievements are not noteworthy. Such behavior not only undermines one's confidence, but also stifles further personal growth and the motivation to pursue new challenges. Stoicism, with its focus on self-awareness and personal virtue, offers a robust framework for addressing this tendency. The Stoic philosophers emphasized the importance of acknowledging and celebrating one's own efforts and virtues. Seneca, one of the leading figures in Stoicism, noted, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This highlights that true richness comes from appreciating what one already possesses, including achievements. To embrace and acknowledge your achievements through a Stoic lens, consider the following tips. Reflect on the virtues exercised. Stoicism teaches that the path to happiness involves the cultivation of virtues such as courage, discipline, and wisdom. Reflect on which virtues were exercised in achieving your successes. This reflection not only increases self-awareness, but also reinforces the value of these virtues in achieving meaningful outcomes. Practice gratitude. Instead of dismissing your achievements, practice gratitude for them. Stoics advocate for a grateful appreciation for life's gifts, viewing each success as an opportunity to be thankful for one's abilities and circumstances that made these achievements possible. Share your successes. Modestly, Seneca also advised, associate with people who are likely to improve you. Share your achievements with those who appreciate and understand the effort involved. This not only fosters a supportive environment, but also encourages a healthy perspective on one's accomplishments. Set new challenges. Recognizing past achievements should serve as a foundation for future endeavors. Stoicism encourages continual growth and self-improvement. Use the confidence gained from past successes to fuel your journey towards new challenges. By integrating these Stoic practices into your life, you can more fully appreciate your achievements and understand their true value, not just as external successes, but as reflections of your inner virtues and efforts. This approach not only combats the tendency to minimize one's achievements, but also aligns with the Stoic goal of living a virtuous and fulfilling life. Sign 3. Prioritizing others' needs over your own. Prioritizing others' needs over one's own can often seem like a noble act, but when it becomes a consistent pattern, it may lead to neglecting one's own well-being. This tendency can manifest in various forms: constantly staying late at work to help colleagues, skipping personal downtime for family obligations, or putting aside personal goals to support someone else's ambitions. While these actions are commendable, over time, they can lead to burnout, resentment, and a loss of self-identity. Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes the importance of inner resilience and personal virtue, offers valuable insights on how to balance self-care with the care of others. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This suggests that true happiness and well-being come from within, and that maintaining one's health and spirit is essential to being able to help others effectively. Here are some strategies for maintaining a balance between caring for others and ensuring your own needs are met, inspired by Stoic principles. Recognize what you can control. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. You can't control others' actions or feelings, but can control how much of yourself you dedicate to their needs. It's vital to set boundaries to protect your own energy and well-being. Practice self-compassion. Marcus Aurelius also advised, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. This means being forgiving and understanding towards others while holding yourself to high standards of self-care and self-respect. Schedule time for self-care. Just as you might schedule meetings or family time, schedule regular intervals for self-care. Whether it's exercise, reading, or just quiet contemplation, making time for these activities can rejuvenate your mind and body, enabling you to be more present and supportive for others. Assess and adjust. Regularly assess how well you're balancing your needs with the needs of others. If you find you're consistently putting yourself last, it may be time to readjust your priorities. Stoicism isn't about self-neglect. It's about understanding the importance of self-preservation in the service of being able to practice virtue effectively. By integrating these strategies into daily life, you can maintain a healthier balance between supporting others and nurturing yourself, following the Stoic path to a virtuous and fulfilling life. This balance is not only crucial for personal happiness, but also enhances your ability to contribute positively to the lives of those around you. Sign 4. Struggling to accept compliments. Struggling to accept compliments is a common issue that can stem from various sources, such as a lack of self-esteem, a desire to appear humble, or the belief that one does not deserve praise. This reluctance can prevent individuals from fully recognizing their own value and can hinder personal and professional growth. Stoicism, which promotes self-awareness and an understanding of one's own virtues, offers a compelling perspective on the importance of accepting compliments. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "If someone praises you for something that is your own, accept it. If it is not yours, ignore it." This reflects the Stoic belief that praise should be acknowledged if it aligns with true personal virtues and achievements, and dismissed if it does not. Improving the acceptance of compliments through Stoic principles involves several key strategies. Recognize the truth in praise. When receiving a compliment, consider it carefully and honestly. If the praise is warranted and reflects your true efforts and virtues, accept it graciously. This not only affirms your own virtues, but also acknowledges the judgment of the giver, which can strengthen relationships. See compliments as opportunities for reflection. Instead of dismissing praise outright, use it as an opportunity to reflect on your virtues and achievements. This can enhance your self-awareness and encourage continued growth and excellence in areas where you are genuinely strong. Practice humility and gratitude. Stoicism teaches that true humility involves understanding one's worth without arrogance. When receiving a compliment, respond with gratitude rather than denial. This not only respects the giver, but also aligns with the Stoic practice of valuing what is truly within one's own control, your actions and responses. Cultivate self-worth from within. Marcus Aurelius noted, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." To truly accept compliments, one must first cultivate a sense of self-worth that is independent of others' opinions. This self-assurance allows you to accept praise without it swaying your self-perception unduly. By applying these Stoic principles, you can improve your ability to accept compliments and thereby better recognize and validate your own achievements and virtues. This is not only beneficial for personal confidence, but also aligns with living a virtuous Stoic life, centered on truth and self-understanding. Sign 5. Avoiding decision-making. Avoiding decision-making often stems from a fear of potential negative outcomes or a lack of confidence in one's judgment. This hesitation can lead to missed opportunities and a passive approach to life, where circumstances, rather than deliberate choices, dictate one's path. Stoicism, with its focus on reason and virtue, offers a clear pathway to overcoming the paralysis of indecision. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This highlights the Stoic belief that action and courage can transform challenges into manageable tasks. Stoic wisdom encourages individuals to make decisions based on reason and alignment with their core values. This involves several key steps. Clarify your values. Identify what is truly important to you. Stoicism teaches that clear, value-driven goals are essential in guiding decision-making. Knowing your values helps simplify choices by aligning potential actions with your principles. Practice indifference to outcomes. Stoics advocate for focusing on the effort and intention behind decisions rather than the outcomes, which are often outside our control. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs." This mindset encourages decision-making without fear of external consequences. Incremental decision-making. Begin with smaller decisions that are less daunting to build confidence in your judgment. This gradual approach helps reinforce the decision-making process and the Stoic practice of reflecting on and learning from each choice. By incorporating these Stoic methods, you can strengthen your decision-making confidence and ensure that your choices are thoughtful, deliberate, and in harmony with your deepest values. This not only leads to a more active and intentional life, but also aligns with the Stoic pursuit of living according to reason and virtue. Sign 6. Excessive self-criticism. Excessive self-criticism often manifests as a relentless scrutiny over one's actions and choices, where individuals hold themselves to unrealistically high standards. This harsh self-judgment can lead to feelings of inadequacy, decreased motivation, and even mental health struggles like anxiety and depression. People who are overly self-critical might focus disproportionately on their shortcomings, ignoring their strengths and successes. Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches the importance of understanding and controlling one's own reactions, offers valuable advice for combating excessive self-criticism. Stoic philosophy encourages viewing life's challenges and personal faults through a lens of rationality and objectivity. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of self-compassion and understanding. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. This implies a balance where one should hold oneself accountable without harshness, aiming for improvement rather than punishment. Here are some techniques from Stoicism to moderate self-criticism and encourage constructive self-improvement. Objective self-assessment. Stoics advocate for examining one's thoughts and actions with detachment, as if judging another person's behavior. This can help in assessing situations more fairly and reduce the emotional charge that often fuels self-criticism. Focus on effort, not outcome. Stoicism teaches that the outcome of our actions is not always within our control, but our effort and intentions are. Focusing on putting forth your best effort, rather than achieving perfection, can alleviate the pressure and negative self-judgment. Use mistakes as learning opportunities. Instead of berating oneself for mistakes, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Seneca noted, "No man was ever wise by chance." Learning from errors is a deliberate process that leads to wisdom and personal growth. Daily reflection. Incorporate a daily practice of reflection, a key Stoic exercise. Evaluate your day in the evening, focusing on what went well and what could be improved, without attaching negative emotions to the outcomes. This practice helps develop a more balanced and compassionate view of one's actions. Set realistic goals. Establish achievable, realistic goals based on your true capabilities and current circumstances. This aligns with the Stoic practice of working within one's own sphere of control and reduces feelings of failure from overly ambitious expectations. By integrating these Stoic principles into daily life, individuals can start to replace excessive self-criticism with a more balanced, forgiving, and constructive approach to self-assessment and personal development. This shift not only fosters greater emotional resilience, but also aligns with the Stoic goal of living a virtuous and rational life. Sign 7. Constant comparison. With others, falling into the comparison trap involves continually measuring one's own life against the lives of others, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, or discontent. This habitual comparison often distorts reality, as people typically compare their own average moments to the highlights of others, skewing perceptions and undermining self-esteem. Stoicism offers a powerful antidote to this destructive habit. The philosophy encourages focusing on personal growth and internal benchmarks of success rather than external ones. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, wisely noted, "It is impossible to begin to learn that which one thinks one already knows." This highlights the importance of focusing on one's own journey of continuous learning and improvement, rather than being preoccupied with how one measures up against others. Here are several Stoic approaches to overcome the habit of comparison and cultivate contentment with one's own path. Focus on personal virtues. Stoicism teaches the cultivation of personal virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By concentrating on developing these qualities in oneself, one's attention shifts from external comparisons to internal growth. Practice gratitude. Developing a habit of gratitude is key in Stoicism. Regularly reflecting on and appreciating what you have, rather than what you lack compared to others, fosters contentment and reduces the urge to compare. Control your perceptions. According to Stoicism, our reactions to external events are within our control, even if the events themselves are not. Changing how you perceive others' successes, as an inspiration rather than a benchmark, can shift your mindset from comparison to motivation. Set personal goals. Define success in your own terms, based on your values and life circumstances. Establishing and working towards personal goals that are meaningful to you helps maintain focus on your own progress and diminishes the relevance of others' achievements. By adopting these Stoic principles, you can break free from the comparison trap and embrace a life focused on personal improvement and self-fulfillment. This not only enhances your own sense of well-being, but aligns with the Stoic pursuit of living a reasoned and virtuous life. Sign 8. Lack of personal investment. A lack of personal investment in growth and development can manifest as neglecting to learn new skills, bypassing opportunities to advance one's knowledge, or ignoring the importance of self-care. This can lead to stagnation, a decrease in self-efficacy, and ultimately, a life that falls short of its potential. Stoicism underscores the importance of continuous self-development as a fundamental aspect of living a fulfilled and virtuous life. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized this point when he said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This reflects the Stoic belief that personal growth is an ongoing journey, crucial for strengthening character and cultivating wisdom. To make regular, meaningful investments in oneself, consider the following Stoic-inspired suggestions. Embrace lifelong learning. Commit to ongoing education in both formal and informal settings. This could be through reading, taking courses, or engaging in new experiences that challenge your thinking and expand your perspectives. Practice self-reflection. Stoics advocate for daily reflection as a tool for self-improvement. Take time each day to reflect on your actions, decisions, and experiences to identify areas for growth and reaffirm your commitment to personal development. Set practical goals. Define clear, actionable goals that align with your values and provide a roadmap for your personal growth. This structured approach ensures that your efforts are directed and purposeful. Cultivate discipline. Stoicism teaches the value of discipline as a means to achieve personal growth. Develop routines and habits that promote consistent practice in the areas you wish to improve. By implementing these strategies, you can begin to invest in yourself in a way that is both meaningful and aligned with Stoic principles. This investment not only enhances your capabilities and understanding, but also enriches your life, fostering a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. Sign 9. Seeking external validation. Seeking external validation is a common human tendency where individuals look for approval and affirmation from others to confirm their self-worth. This reliance on external sources can lead to a fragile self-esteem that fluctuates with the opinions of others, potentially resulting in emotional vulnerability and a diminished sense of personal identity. Stoicism provides a robust framework for developing self-sufficiency and internal validation. The philosophy emphasizes that true contentment comes from within, and that one's value does not depend on the judgment of others. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor and philosopher, advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This highlights the Stoic belief that seeking internal validation is a source of strength and resilience. To reduce reliance on external affirmation, consider these steps inspired by Stoic principles. Focus on self-approval. Prioritize your own standards and values over the opinions of others. Evaluate your actions based on how well they align with your principles, not how much praise they garner from outside sources. Cultivate inner strength. Develop your inner citadel, as Stoics call it, by strengthening your character and virtues. This inner fortress becomes a source of self-assurance and confidence, making you less dependent on external approval. Practice mindfulness. Stay present and aware of your motivations. Are your actions driven by a desire for external validation, or are they aligned with your true self? Mindfulness helps you recognize these patterns and shift towards more self-driven motivations. Reflect regularly. Engage in daily reflection to assess your thoughts and behaviors. This practice encourages self-awareness and helps to gradually shift your focus from external validation to internal satisfaction and fulfillment. By following these Stoic approaches, you can develop a healthier, more self-reliant sense of self-worth that is anchored in your own values and judgments rather than the fluctuating opinions of others. This shift not only fosters emotional independence but also aligns with the Stoic goal of living a virtuous and autonomous life. Sign 10. Tolerance of negative environments. Tolerating negative environments often involves enduring situations that drain energy and undermine well-being, whether it's a toxic workplace, unhealthy relationships, or other detrimental settings. While it might seem Stoic in the everyday sense to endure such circumstances, Stoic philosophy teaches a more proactive approach to handling these challenges. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus stated, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." This principle suggests that while we may not have control over the external environment, we do have the power to change how we interact with it, or even choose to remove ourselves from it. Here are some Stoic strategies for dealing with negative environments. Identify what you can control. Focus on aspects of your environment that you can change. This might include your own reactions, the people you choose to interact with, or finding ways to minimize exposure to negativity. Seek constructive changes. Instead of passively enduring a negative situation, seek ways to either improve it or exit it. This could mean proposing new policies at work, setting boundaries in personal relationships, or finding a new job or social circle. Empower yourself with action. Stoicism teaches the importance of action over resignation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Use this empowerment to actively make changes that enhance your well-being and align with your values. Build resilience. Develop your resilience by practicing Stoic exercises like premeditation of adversities, which prepares you to handle difficult situations more effectively and with less emotional disturbance. By applying these Stoic principles, you can move from merely enduring negative environments to actively improving or changing them. This proactive stance not only enhances your personal well-being, but also aligns with the Stoic pursuit of living according to rational principles and personal virtue. Sign 11. Fear of pursuing dreams. Fear of pursuing dreams often stems from apprehension about the unknown, fear of failure, or self-doubt. These fears can immobilize individuals, keeping them from taking steps toward their aspirations and achieving their full potential. Stoicism, with its emphasis on rationality and control over one's emotions, offers valuable guidance for overcoming these fears. The Stoic philosopher Seneca advised, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This highlights the Stoic belief that courage and action can diminish the power of fear, and that challenges become less daunting once we decide to confront them. Here are some Stoic tips for pursuing personal goals with determination. Premeditate obstacles. Stoicism teaches the practice of premeditatio malorum, which involves anticipating potential challenges and setbacks. By considering these difficulties in advance, you can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally, reducing fear and building resilience. Focus on what you can control. Concentrate on your efforts and actions rather than on uncontrollable outcomes. This focus helps minimize anxiety about failure and shifts your perspective to what is actionable and within your power. Embrace amor fati. Adopt the Stoic concept of amor fati, or love of fate, which encourages acceptance of whatever life brings. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity. Rather, it's about embracing the journey, including its ups and downs, as part of your growth. Act despite fear. Recognize that feeling fear is normal, but succumbing to it is a choice. Stoicism teaches that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. Take small, consistent steps towards your dreams to build momentum and confidence. By applying these Stoic principles, you can challenge your fears and take decisive steps towards realizing your dreams. This approach not only alleviates fear, but also aligns with the Stoic goal of living a purposeful and fulfilling life. Sign 12. Failure to recognize your own worth. Failure to recognize one's own worth is a significant issue that can manifest as low self-esteem, underestimating one's abilities, or consistently undervaluing one's contributions. This can lead to a lack of fulfillment and missed opportunities in both personal and professional realms. Stoic philosophy offers a profound understanding of intrinsic value, emphasizing that true worth is not determined by external accolades, but by one's character and virtuous actions. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, succinctly expressed this idea when he said, "It is not the things themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about these things." This indicates that our own perceptions and judgments are key to understanding and affirming our self-worth. Here are some Stoic strategies to help affirm and understand one's worth. 1. Identify and cultivate virtues. Stoicism teaches that the foundation of self-worth is virtue. Focus on cultivating qualities such as integrity, courage, justice, and self-control. Recognizing and developing these virtues can help you appreciate your intrinsic value beyond material or social status. 2. Practice self-reflection. Regular self-reflection is crucial in Stoicism. Reflect on your daily actions and decisions to ensure they align with your values and virtues. This practice can reinforce a positive self-image based on ethical living and personal integrity. 3. Challenge negative self-perceptions. When you catch yourself underestimating your worth, question these thoughts. Stoicism encourages examining whether such judgments are based on reason or unfounded assumptions. This can shift your perspective towards a more accurate and positive self-assessment. 4. Acknowledge your progress. Make it a habit to recognize and celebrate your achievements and growth. Even small victories are a testament to your capabilities and contribute to a stronger sense of self-worth. By integrating these Stoic principles, you can begin to see your worth not as something bestowed by external forces, but as something that is inherently yours, defined by your commitment to live virtuously. This realization fosters a deeper, more resilient sense of self-esteem that is aligned with the true teachings of Stoicism. By applying these Stoic principles, you can challenge your fears and take decisive steps towards realizing your dreams. This approach not only alleviates fear, but also aligns with the Stoic goal of living a purposeful and fulfilling life. Sign 13. Feeling unworthy of happiness. Feeling unworthy of happiness is a profound psychological barrier that can prevent individuals from fully enjoying life and embracing opportunities for joy. This feeling often stems from deep-seated beliefs about not deserving happiness due to past failures, perceived inadequacies, or societal expectations. Stoicism, with its focus on rationality and self-mastery, provides valuable insights into overcoming these negative self-assessments. The Stoic philosopher Seneca stated, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This underscores the Stoic belief that happiness is derived from living in accordance with nature and virtue, not from external conditions or the approval of others. Here are some ways to foster a deserving mindset and embrace happiness as a natural right, guided by Stoic principles. Understand the source of happiness. Stoicism teaches that happiness comes from within, based on one's own actions and virtues rather than external factors. Recognize that you are the primary source of your happiness through the choices you make and the attitudes you hold. Practice gratitude. Stoics advocate for gratitude as a means to appreciate life's gifts. By focusing on what you have, rather than what you lack, you reinforce the belief that you are worthy of the joys you experience. Live according to virtue. Happiness in Stoicism is closely tied to living virtuously. Make a conscious effort to align your actions with Stoic virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. This alignment naturally leads to a more fulfilling and happy life. Challenge negative thoughts. When feelings of unworthiness surface, challenge them with rational analysis. Ask yourself if your thoughts are justified or merely reflections of outdated beliefs. Stoicism encourages questioning one's assumptions to foster a more accurate and positive self-view. Embrace the present. Like Seneca suggests, focus on enjoying the present moment without over-concern for the future. This approach helps in appreciating the current experiences and joys, affirming your right to happiness. By adopting these Stoic practices, you can shift your mindset from feeling unworthy to recognizing happiness as a natural and attainable state, deserved by virtue of your human capacity to live wisely and well. Recognizing the signs of undervaluing oneself is crucial for personal growth and fulfillment. Throughout this exploration of Stoic principles, we've uncovered how common it is to underestimate our own value, whether through minimizing achievements, fearing the pursuit of dreams, or feeling unworthy of happiness. These tendencies can hold us back from realizing our full potential and leading a life rich with purpose and self-respect. Stoicism provides powerful tools to combat these self-limiting beliefs by encouraging a focus on inner virtues, rational thinking, and self-mastery. This ancient philosophy teaches us that true value comes from within, not from external accolades or the validation of others. By aligning our actions with Stoic virtues such as wisdom, courage, and justice, we can develop a stronger, more resilient sense of self-worth. Stoicism also teaches us to embrace challenges with courage, practice gratitude, and live in the present, fostering a deserving mindset that naturally leads to a happier and more content life. As we conclude this exploration, I encourage you to reflect on these signs in your own life. Consider how Stoic wisdom can help you recognize and overcome the ways you might be undervaluing yourself. Embrace the Stoic practices discussed and strive to live a life aligned with your deepest values and virtues. This journey towards self-improvement and personal fulfillment is ongoing and richly rewarding. If this conversation has resonated with you, if it has sparked a flame of recognition or curiosity within your heart, I ask you to like and share this video with your friends. Let's spread the wisdom of Stoicism far and wide, empowering others to recognize their worth and pursue their happiness with courage and conviction. Subscribe for more insights and strategies to live with intention and joy. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, live bravely, love deeply, and be Stoic.